Kevin, 1-1 draw at the UK Electrical Stadium this afternoon, home with Bromsgrove Sporting. I know it's not the result that you were looking for necessarily, but given that you were trailing going into the last few minutes of the game, to come out with a point, again, speaks well about that resolve that's in the side, and there is some, togetherness, never say die spirit in there.
Yeah, we found ourselves in a difficult place, didn't we? And it's not the ideal result for us, but the way the lads go about their work and keep fighting and scrapping and end up taking something from the game, a little bit similar to last week. And it's a tough surface on which to play on. It became very Route 1, and too many times the centre halves on both sides are having to head too many of the balls, and it's a bit scruffy and agricultural, isn't it? But you have to get on with that and deal with it. You can't make that an excuse. You have to show enough to be able to get through games like this on difficult surfaces. I think there were times there where we did pass the ball quite well, 1 or 2 moments when we've gone really close, but equally some moments where Bromsgrove have gone close, and like I say, at 1-0 they will feel probably disappointed they haven't finished the game, and we understand that, and they continue to scrap and battle and do the right things, and credit to them. But so have we. We've made changes, and the lads that have got on the pitch have had a good effect. Keep trying to force issues and not giving up on the result. I think possibly a draw is about a fair result. We could all argue that there are certain moments there where we could have moved the game away from one another, maybe. But look, it's not ideal, but it's not the worst result in the world.
Sure. You did make some changes going into today's game. How much of that was perhaps, in response to what you thought you might face here against Bromsgrove? What were you thinking behind it?
Yeah, a little bit of all sorts, really. You knew it was going to be, like I say, quite a direct game, which it obviously turned out to be. I've obviously brought Jid into the side. I need to understand his level of capability and how he would apply himself. I thought he was excellent today. In fact, I thought he was man of the match. Looked really, really good out there. And again, Dylan coming into it, we know he's a talented young man that we need to help, hopefully progress his game. It probably wasn't the ideal surface for him, and he's up against some athletic, physical boys there as well, which wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to carry the ball on that surface, but nonetheless, again, he's applied himself in a really good way, and I'm, quite excited to be working with him. We have to try and look at resolving the issue of conceding soft and cheap goals. That's not pointing the finger necessarily at either Orrin or Ellis. They've both been, really consistent for us over a good while now, and have a lot to offer to the club. But it was right to make the move and give other people an opportunity. It is about being in a squad and shifting that around at times. They'll be disappointed, but fair play to the pair of them. They were, really, they're not going to be happy with the decision, but got on with it and still, putting plenty into the group. Ellis took the warm up, and great credit to the pair of them. They get on and they understand the importance of the group achieving. That is the most important thing, apart from the rubbish being taken away, of course.
Yes. So, you can't control what goes on around you, and we've been a bit of a shock result, really. Kettering dropping points to St Ives today, but it's all about bearing down and getting points from your own games. Back home next week, and the home results or the home fixes you've got left are going to be really important. You're almost looking at probably needing to win all of those.
Yeah, without a doubt. We start still right in and around it, and like you say, whether Kettering not beating or getting beaten by St Ives is a shock. It's something we can't control. But what it does again emphasise is the close nature of the league. It emphasised that maybe last week against St Ives it wasn't as bad a result as Again, we want to win every game. We were expected to win every game, but to drag something back out of that game, it's credit to the boys and that change room. They keep working hard for one another, and if they keep showing that togetherness and that level of application, even when the chips are down, we will give ourselves a chance. Hopefully, we can return to winning ways next week. And then, you look at, we have got to go and play Kettering, which will be a tough game and a massive game for both clubs. And that's what you want to be involved in if you can. Big games, and certainly big games at this stage of the season. So yeah, look, there's plenty to feel optimistic about. It's important that, like I say, we back home, on our surface, that we are, dominating games and hopefully, getting back to winning ways and taking 3 points, which is crucial. And just take it game by game.
Sure. You have got options in the squad now with the couple of additions that came in yesterday. You mentioned Dylan Olalawal came in as well, and he came on and got some minutes at the end of the game. Suddenly, that sort of, I dare say, it has been a criticism levelled at you that perhaps his squad hasn't been big enough this season. All of a sudden, you seem to have a surfeit of options.
Yeah, obviously Lewis was injured today. Hopefully he'll be available. I think Jimmy's not far away. Yeah, it will be about potentially, and hopefully in coming weeks, disappointing 1 or 2 players. But that's where I'd rather be. You need a bit of depth about your squad and players that again can keep the quality of what we're trying to do, and keep trying to raise exactly the level of where we're operating at the moment. That's what we need. Lots of good lads in the change, and like I say, there'll be one or two that are disappointed to not be in the 16 today. But that's where it is. I'd rather be in that situation than scratching around for a bench and that sort of stuff. So hopefully everyone can stay injury free and keep us moving forward for the rest of the season.
Sure. We must mention Luke Rowe's goal, given that he has come here and has scored a late equaliser against the team that he left just a couple of weeks ago. I'm not sure it was necessarily his goal scoring prowess, particularly not with his head that you were looking at, but I guess sort of typifies the kind of characteristics that you're looking for in him, and for him to transmit to the rest of the team.
Without a doubt, he never gives up, and I know the reason why I gave him the armband, and that's no slight on any other player. But yeah, he is that leader. He wants to lead. He wants to step forward. He wants to, hopefully pull the group and bind it together a whole lot tighter, which is great for me. Obviously, very well thought of here. We've had him obviously previously, and we understand, what he's capable of. We had a really good game alongside Harry today. I thought the pair of them were really competitive, really brave. He's shown a great deal of bravery to put himself in between the width of the post and finish like he has. And credit to him. He's a great lad, and again another one that hopefully I can work alongside for a little while now and hopefully develop.
Sure. Kevin, we thank you very much for your time as always, and we'll see you next week against Sudbury.
Thank you.
Thank you.